race now. That really caught me off guard. I saw an Alpine reversing. 5 lights are now on ahead of the drivers here at the Circuit of the Americas. And we are underway here in Division 2, and as I expected, Skeefy has got the better launch ahead of Scarborger, and he's already got the lead as we head down into Turn 1 now. Great start from the McLaren. He's into the lead. Scarborger's under attack from the Haas now of UKB Sasaki, who's also got a mega start. Owen is fighting with Hayes. Liam up to 5th place past Hayes, past JMC. He's had a mega launch on those hard compound tyres, hoping to try and close in on the podium. They've all kept it clean through the first sector though.
Well, that was disappointing. Where was the razzle-dazzle and the crashes? Come on, boys! Nah, in serious, it's lovely to see them keep it clean for once. Hopefully they can continue it for a little bit longer.
Here comes QWERTY, he's closing on the Alfa Romeo of Active JMC. Has a little look, nearly hits the back of him. He's going to try and go all the way around the outside. It'd be a lovely move if he can make it work, but no. That slight contact maybe unsettled the car a slight bit too much. Hayes, though, is putting left and right and not saying goodnight to SLR Liam because she's going to stay behind. And Liam is using that battery to stay ahead at the moment.
Risky business in the battery this early. I'm not too sure what the regen is. Oh, there's a car around. I spoke to
Carito! Oh, that could be big for the championship, that, because that is FRR Carito round and potentially with damage as well. He's dropped down to 17th. He's going to drop down to the back. And Scarborg is going to be licking his lips because he could extend the championship lead by even more.
His beast, he's angry. Oh, no. Oh.
And Liam's round as well. And the triple right-hander. Heartbreak for SLR Liam, had a mega first sector, and all that progress has been undone and more as well as he drops down to 18th place.
That guy's off on. Oh my god, that guy's just taking Kevin's wing. Holy fucking shit.
What have I just seen? It's gone from bad to worse for the Red Bull team. They have just gone from both cars in the points to both cars at the very back. But Skeefy, best start he could have asked for on those medium compound tyres, takes the lead into Turn 1 and is pulling away from Scarborger now. He is in a fantastic position for this race.
Yes, he is. And it's surprising to see that the 3 drivers on the hard tyres have managed to hold on to 2nd, 3rd and 4th there as well, actually. I was expecting them to be under some serious pressure on these first few laps.
Yeah, it's probably the track of the season where overtaking is the easiest with the amount of straights and DRS we've got and the tyre advantage, of course. But yeah, as you said, the hard compound runners at the front managing to stick with them. As it stands, DRS will be enabled on the next lap, but Skeefy's doing a mega job out in front at the moment to hold off Scarborger, but he's going to be hoping to pull that 1 second gap advantage, make sure he doesn't get DRS. The battle for the points position at the moment is going on between Legend and Kislesko. Legend had a huge snap on exit. That's going to allow his teammate Carito to try and go through the 2 Ferraris going side by side. But it is going to be Legend who holds on for the position for now. But he's going to send it down the inside of his teammate. Oh, this is going to be risky. But
I wouldn't call these 2 teammates. It's very frosty in the Ferrari garage.
Yeah, I have very much heard. They don't get along very well, but Legend will hold on to that 11th place for now. Car's closed up half a second as we start lap 3 now of 28 in this race. DRS now enabled. Beast had a huge snap out of the exit of turn 1 there. That means he's now lost DRS range to the 2 cars ahead of him, which could be key in this race because he's going to be under threat from his teammate Owen and Active JMC, who's on the medium tyres, who is more than likely going to get his elbows out. Owen, though, half a second now is the gap between him and his teammate Beast. But I'm going to go back to the front of the grid here because we might have a change for the lead, because Borger has stayed with Skeefy here, has used a little bit of his battery to stick with him. DRS for the Mercedes now as we go down the back straight. You can see how effective it is. Look at that gap closing. The 2 Hasses have swapped down the straight. Scarborger is going to go for the move all the way around the outside at turn 11. Can he make it work though? It looks like he has with the outside line, which is going to turn to the inside line for turn 12. Skeefy is going to try and hold it round the outside once again with the better tyres, with the quicker tyres, and he has, you know. That's a lovely move from Skeefy to retake the lead of the race, and these two looks like they're going to give us some tasty racing action all the way to the checkered flag.
Happy days, just what we want. I'm surprised that the Haas has switched actually. You thought that Owen would be playing as rear buffer here to Beast.
Well, it's worked because they've got back within DRS range now of the... No, they haven't actually. Somehow Owen doesn't have DRS. I swear he was only about 8 tenths back, but clearly
He
not.
looked in it. The activation point, if you look at it, is around the exit of the long right-hander.
Ah, good spot.
It's a really early activation point.
QWERTY is looking to make up for that 5-place grid penalty in qualifying. He is closing up to the back of Active JMC now. You see him pushing near enough through the S's section. That Williams is on rails at the moment. Goes a slightly bit too deep though. That's going to lose him a tad bit of time. But QWERTY is looking the quicker car out of the two at the moment. Hayes, however, look how close she is to QWERTY now. As
Perfect couple of corners there.
Oh, she nearly managed to the back of QWERTY there. She broke very, very late. I don't know how on earth she missed her, Williams. I don't even think QWERTY knew how she missed her there.
I don't think QWERTY will know much about that. He's just seen a Mercedes be up to his right side going, hello.
Scar's closing in again now on Skeefy. He had a little look there at the end of the straight, but no doing just yet from the Mercedes driver. Positions gained so far in this race. Godzilla has gained the most at the moment. Same with Adrian. 4 positions gained for the 2 Alpines. Godzilla into the points now, and well, hopefully he can go further up. He's in a bit of clear air at the moment, so he can get his foot down. But DRS, that much more crucial around here. It's kind of better to be in a DRS train compared to being in clear air. Scarborger half a second off now, as we know already. Start lap 5 of this race. He had a huge snap out the exit at the final corner. That's the hard tyre, not giving the grip that he wants. Down into turn 1 we go. Hasn't closed up much on Skeefy, but it's not really this straight you see the moves. It's the next one, Molo.
Yes, yeah, you just need to get close through this straight and hope you can hold on through the S's. It's all about the back straight, and I mean, I think Scar's just got to sit behind Skeefy, really, unless it was a clear and obvious overtake. Sit behind, wait for those mediums to drop, and then just say toodaloos and breeze on past.
He's like very
Interestingly,
good
Owens had a horrible sector there, and he has completely dropped Scar.
He has 1.6 seconds. The gap has now gone to between Scar and Owen. This is going to allow the top 2 to try and clear away. We've got a yellow flag again.
JMC's just hit the... That's that guy. JMC's just clipped the back of Beast. Hopefully he's got no damage.
Change for the lead. As Borger into the lead. He goes then with DRS down the back straight. Has made the move work this time. We've got a Haas off in the background. I think that's Owen who's gone very deep.
He didn't go deep. There was a love tap from a driver behind who I shall not name. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Oh, Coutinho!
Oh no, Coutinho's there.
We get back in quick.
Get him back in, get him back in, get him back in. He's lost a position to Hayes now. He's now dropped down to 7, so he's had a bit of a mare. But Hayes, rather, was able to make her way through. Owen is looking really under threat at the moment. Saying that, JMC is looking very under threat. Down this main straight we go now with the Alfa Romeo and the Haas, both powered by the Ferrari engine, but going down to turn 1. Owen with the outside line, JMC with the inside line. JMC with the better tyres as well. He's going to hold on to that position for a little while longer. Hayes is getting her nose in there as well, as is QWERTY, ready to pounce if anything's going to happen ahead of him. And these 4 cars, giving us some fantastic action. JMC picks up a penalty for track limits.
It was only a matter of time, wasn't it? These 4 have been pushing each other so hard. It's just going to be so easy for one of them just to go too far.
Poor first sector for JMC. I think he may have lost DRS, which is going to leave him under threat down this main straight. One driver who might be under threat down this back straight is going to be Scarborger once again, because Skeefy behind with DRS is 0.6 of a second back. He gained if half a second, if not more, down this back straight. But is he going to be close enough to go for the move? We'll go on board with the McLaren as we go down to turn 11. No, he's not close enough to go for the move. But again, you've got to think long into this race, only because as we saw in Season 8 with Liam, you don't really want to be leading the race going into the final lap when you've got a car within a second of you.
Not at all, no. Yeah, this is not a track to have the lead on the final lap. You want to be the one pushing for the lead. And Coutinho's going to retire in the pits. He's having some serious internet issues at the second.
That's not what we like to hear at all. Unfortunately for Coutinho, he was in the points as well, and he was in great form lately. That's going to be his race over and done with, and McLaren under threat now from Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. But they do have one driver fighting a Mercedes for the lead of the race. That is Skifi versus Skarborger, which we've been featuring this battle quite a bit in this race. Of course, with it being the battle for the race victory, you cannot blame us. JMC closing up to the final podium position on track. Of course, he got that penalty a few laps ago. Max was just putting that. JMC reminds me of someone I can't quite figure it out. But JMC still closing right up to the back of Beast through the first sector. He's going to get DRS going down this back straight shortly. Beast will not. He will be very much be under threat, as well as Skarborger as well, because this is as close as Skifi has been since he got overtaken. So we maybe see a switch for the lead as well shortly. I'm going to stay on board with JMC, I think. For this one, where am I? I don't know. Is he close enough? He is close enough. He is going to go for it. Skifi down the inside, breaks late, gets the move done. Excellent move from Skifi there. He retakes the lead of the race, and a mega drive he's having so far on those medium tyres is paying off as he retakes the lead of this US Grand Prix.
Scar just backed out there. Scar saw it coming. He was like, "Yeah, you can have that. I'll get you next time around."
Playing smart at the top two. They just know they need to keep pulling each other along, and they can pull away from the remainder of the pack because they know they're going to battle behind. It's like a 5-car train behind them at the moment. Giving us some amazing action in the comms box, and hopefully for you at home as well, as we're going to start lap 8 now of this race. JMC all over the back of UK Beast Assassin. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1? He's got the DRS. You can see him rinsing the battery of that Alfa Romeo. Is he going to go around the outside? No, he's going to send it to the inside of UK Beast Assassin. It's going to be a late move from JMC. Can he make it work though? He's had a slight bit of contact with the Haas there, but has got the move done. Actually, JMC into the podium places now.
Oh, someone please fix this big. Oh, interesting lines through the S's there.
Just seen Owen nearly hit his teammate there. A bit of an interesting one from Beast. Not sure if he was struggling with the dirty air or not. As QWERTY, because he's pushing Hayes through the first sector. We've got these 5 cars all in one shot from the helicam at the moment. Fantastic view we've got from up here. And what we've got is a fantastic battle ahead of us as well, with UK Beast Assassin holding on to the back of JMC. We're going to see these two swapping probably in a few laps' time. We're going to see a swap for the lead once again. Skarborger pulls to the left-hand side of Skifi and retakes the lead of this race. UK Beast Assassin is going to retake 3rd place as well. Lost it at the start of the lap, regains it midway through the lap. UK Beast Assassin back into the podium places now.
And who will be on the podium next lap? Is it going to be Owen or is it going to be JMC? Because you do. Oh, Sakis Beast having a bit of a tumble.
I tell you what we've got.
What we're missing at the back here.
I was going to say, we're missing a lot. I'm watching this, and we've got like a 5-car battle for P3, and we've got an amazing battle for P10 as well, between Marsh Kislevsko, Adrian, Legend, and Zakis Beast. 5-car battle up and down the field at the moment.
Oh, well. And the 3 poor sods at the back that have pitted, and our 2 leaders just... Literally, it is just Godzilla and Kirito, no man's out. Adrian's in the pit, Adrian must have damage. But he's not going for some ambitious strategy play off his hard tyres. It's his Adrian.
Oh.
No, this is a strategy change. Okay.
2-stop?
The rain must be coming. There's no reason to surely do that. You forgot about the rain.
You
didn't see the big clouds in the distance lurking.
There are some mighty clouds looking angry in the distance. I haven't got a name for them just yet, but I'm sure when they come I will do. Active JMC, he's got his sights set on that final podium place again, Molly. 3.5 tenths down this back straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's close enough this time. Although JMC is.
He's made the move. Nearly hit the back of Beast down the straight. There's slight contact between the two. He's pushed the Haas off wide. Beast will not be happy with that. He's now lost out to his teammate.
Interesting line. We can't speak. We are just mere idiots talking about it.
QWERTY hitting the side of Hayes there. Tried to go for the move around the outside. Was forced off the road. Hopefully the Williams doesn't have damage there. But that was very, very close between the Mercedes and the Williams.
I get the feeling that QWERTY is getting aggravated at the back, annoyed at the back of this train. He's got pace in that Williams. but he just can't put it down because he's got to go through the Cowboys defense basically.
Owen closing up on JMC, has a little look around the outside at turn 1, but isn't quite enough alongside to go for the move just yet. We'll get DRS down the second straight very, very shortly. But Owen is looking like one of the quicker cars in this train at the moment.
The issue is, though, they only really have half a lap to get any sort of breakage away from the DRS if they do get through, which isn't really enough.
Yeah, there's not really much
Because of how the two DRS zones are positioned here, it is keeping everybody within touch nicely.
I mean, it's better for us because it's giving us some lovely little battling like this one we're watching at the moment for the final podium place. I'm going to stick on board with Owen again because he might be close enough to go for them. Actually, we're going to go to the lead because Skeefy has retaken the lead once again as Owen retakes P3 as well. So good old change for the lead and a good old change for P3 as well. He might have a change for the final points position as well because Legend is closing up to Kislesko now for P10. Pulls to the left-hand side. The Ferrari looks to have got the position sorted on the Aston Martin, but however, Kislesko is braking late, trying to hold it around the outside. Legend saying, no, I'm not having that, and neither is his back end as well because Kislesko is going to send it back down the inside now. Wants to get that P10 place back. Still going side by side now as we go into the double left-hander, and it looks like Legend has finally got the move done.
Yeah, that was a real kick from the rear end, wasn't it? It didn't want to stick at all there, but he's done well to hold that one in and complete the move in the end. Talking of moves, Hayes is again having a slight look at Beast, but thinking better of it.
She's getting close, but just cannot get close enough to go for the move. Of course, all of the cars apart from Beast at the front, sorry, JMC at the front, is going to have DRS, so they've kind of all got equal performance, whether they kind of just rinse the ERS. That's the only real option. As QWERTY is now the next car to pick up a 3-second time penalty. He said he's getting frustrated with that, Williams, and I think that penalty just proves your point.
Oh, Owen has had a reel off there. Owen's gone wide or something, lost 2 positions.
It's going to cost him. Costing him the place to his teammate, and he's gone off again. Owen is really struggling. He's going to lose the place to Hayes as well as she pulls to the left-hand side and now moves up into 5th. Meanwhile, her teammate retakes the lead of the race now. Scarborger back past Skeefy. Once again, Beast is closed up on JMC. Is he going to close enough to go for a move? No, he's a bit too far back. Owen's outbraked himself. The missile has came again.
I tell you what, he has done well to pull to the right there and not murder anybody, because that would have been red flag. Oh my god. The Haspido.
The Haspido. Oh, fucking hell. Bless him. That's like the 4th time he's done that this season, whether he's behind safety car or not.
Yeah, of course, the last one was on the safety car, wasn't it?
Yeah. He did it at Monaco as well, I believe.
Oh.
Where was it? Was it at Monza?
Oh, Dorito's pit. He's playing the tactic game.
Indeed, he is in.
No, it was a couple of races ago where he just lost focus. He said he wasn't looking, and then he ran into the back of the cars ahead.
Yeah, I think we were about crying in the comment box when we saw it. Oh, back to the front though. Scarborger, he holds on to the lead at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the medium runners starting to pit soon. We are seeing some come into the pit lane. Carito, obviously, we saw pit on that previous lap. So expect to see a few more into the pit lane sooner rather than later.
This is definitely the biggest the gaps between the cars in this 5-car train have been all race. Are we starting to, as you're saying, see the effects of tyre wear kick in and people just can't hold it close enough? I definitely think that is the case with Skeefy out the front. I think he's now in a position where he's going to just hold on to the back of Scar, and if he loses that DRS, he's in the pits. Yeah. But again, if we look up in the sky, those clouds have come in even over the last 2 laps.
It's getting dark.
I would like to say we're going to have rain by lap 20, if not sooner.
Legend Kislesko going out again. This time it is P9 as Kislesko makes his way back through. These two are swapping round every other lap as Kislesko now wins out the battle between him and Legend for now. But we are closing on the halfway point of this race. It is still Scarborger who leads from Skifi from actually JMC, the top three, as JMC peels off into the pit lane. I said expect to see him soon, and he is into the pit lane now, Modi. That is a gamble with how dark it is getting out there, but of course the drivers know how long it's going to be. We don't.
No. The question is, though, obviously if he's pitting off the mediums, he's got to. The tyres are probably not got much left on them. How long can these hard tyres go? Do you have any idea at all? Because
Not a Scooby-Doo, mate.
if my guess of the rain at lap 20 is right, that sure they're not going to be able to take cars 20 laps. But you say that Marsh has taken his softs 12 laps and now gone to a set of mediums, which I think is insane.
He's done a mega stint, to be fair, on those softs. Owen now picks up a time penalty. That is going to throw him down even more now if he wants to get in that fight for the podium place. Owen finished on the podium here in Season 8 and finished 3rd place. But his chances of that this evening is going to... he's getting further and further away now with that penalty. Hayes is closing up on B. She's got DRS. Is she going to go for the move on this lap, or is she going to wait a little bit longer? She's going to wait behind him for another lap or so. However,
Oh god, sorry, I'm yawning a lot today.
no, mate, you're going to start me in a minute. It's contagious, I'm telling you. Legend back ahead of Kislesko now. As these two, as I said, swap around here in every other lap. Is Kislesko and Legend, but they're keeping it clean though, which is good to see.
Keeping it clean, but they are costing themselves on the cars ahead.
Skifi's in.
Skifi's in.
Those medium tyres seem to be gone. I tell you what, he has done a mega stint though, as Skifi. Him and Scarborg have been swapping for the lead every other lap.
But
and
I think Skifi's fucked up here. I think he's going to come back out into the... You know, he might... He's got to get ahead of Legend and the two Astons here, isn't he?
Should do. Yeah, it comes out in a bit of clean air. Next car ahead of him is going to be Codzilla. He's about 4.5-ish seconds away. So he has got clear air, so he might have nailed it potentially. Legend and Kislesko swap around into turn 1 again. Legend's now back ahead of the Aston Martin.
Again, if we look at that, he's obviously 3.3 seconds ahead of Legends. A beast, Hayes, QWERTY, and were 3-4 seconds back. So if they pit now, they are going to come up behind this little train. The train that actually has held up JMC, which potentially could benefit them. And Carito's managed to attach himself to JMC out of nowhere. So this could end up being a 6-7 car battle when these all pit.
Down the inside on Zakis Beast into the hairpin. He's not waiting around anymore as JMC, as he's now up into 10th place. He, as you said, losing time in that train is actually JMC. He's still getting very, very dark out on the track at the moment. Zakis Beast is fighting back though with the ERS. Round the outside goes the Aston Martin. Down the inside goes the other Aston Martin. We've got two little battles going on here as JMC has got the move done. And has got the move done on Kislesko as well, or does he? Because Kislesko is going to try and hold it round the outside. This is for P9 at the moment. JMC, look how much extra grip he's got compared to Legend. Sends it down the inside. Active JMC with a lovely little move, getting his elbows out into P8.
That's some good driving from him. Give him that. That was some good driving indeed. QWERTY's in. QWERTY is the next one.
Where is he going to come out is the key thing. Whereas JMC now picks up another penalty for track limits. It's going to be the key where QWERTY comes out here. As you said, he could come out behind this train, which, like we saw with JMC, is going to lose
think he will
time.
be. He ain't out the box yet. I know it's the Williams at the end of the pit lane, but way behind the train.
What? He's close to Adrian, if anything, but with how much that train is back ahead of him, he's going to catch it in no time.
He's going to catch it in no time, but again, Carito's managed to get himself into that train, so from what was looking like a shocking race for Carito, there's a possibility he might be able to salvage a podium here. And if he does, fair bloody play.
Skifi, I'm going to go on board with now. Oh man, he was fighting for the race leader, Scarborger. He's now closed up to a bit of traffic. It is TIR Godzilla, but I don't think he's going to lose any time behind it because he's got this absolutely perfect with the DRS. Isn't going to fight it as Godzilla, can't really fight it on those old mediums. Skifi now up into P5 on the road at the moment, but he has got the sights on that race victory.
Absolutely. I mean, he's 16 seconds off the leader, so he's well within Scar's pit window. I assume Scar's trying to go hard, well, probably to the rain if he can, or if he can, it's going to be a hard soft till the rain. But Skeefy might be clear of him by then.
We will see.
I think Skeefy's in the pole position here. Of course, safety car VSC will change that if it comes out. Hopefully it doesn't, because the racing has been good so far today.
It's great. QWERTY and Legend are swapping around for the final points, or are they? No, that's Legend into the pit lane. Nearly slams it on the wall on the inside. So that's LSW Legend. Had a great stint to be fair. He's given us some good action as well. With him and Kislesko battling out for the lower echelons of the points. As he peers into the pit lane now, QWERTY, it needs to get past Kislesko here because he's going to lose a lot of time, Moley, behind this Aston Martin.
Yes. A lot of time to be lost. It's QWERTY. He's not going to hold around. He will. I mean, he's trying to go. Oh, going to go for it now, isn't he?
Pushing the Aston through the S's section. Moley, not Moley, you're Moley. QWERTY losing God knows how much time through the first sector, and you can see he pushes at the back of him again. He's eager to get through because he knows his battle for the podium place is well and truly on. Hayes now gets past Beast. I'm sorry I've missed that. With DRS now, with QWERTY, he has to get past the Aston Martin here, else this is his chance of a podium potentially over. And with the undercut as well, he's already lost so much to Carito. He's 6 seconds back.
Behind. Yeah, he's. I think QWERTY's only hope is going to be the rain. I think you can count QWERTY out of the podium fight now, unless if it gets really heated further up the road down the line. I can't see him taking 5 seconds out of these guys. They're all so close pace-wise. I know Hayes is finally in the pits, but Hayes is again probably going to be dropping way behind QWERTY by staying out for so long.
Yep. Can't disagree with you there, as Godzilla's now into the pit lane as well. Carito is now closing up to active JMC for P5. Carito, obviously one of the earlier pitters, he's now on 5.5 old mediums. They will start deteriorating maybe in about 7 laps time. But when is the rain going to come? You can see the darker clouds closing in over the Circuit of the Americas. Nothing new there. I can see the red light flashing on the back of that Ferrari Carito. That means the battery is all gone.
Flashing. That's us flashing at the end of lap 2, so that's a...
regular sight on the back of that Ferrari. And,
yeah, he still seems to have pace out of nowhere, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I've got no battery, I've got nothing in the tank. But
two has to swap around now. Owen now ahead of Beast. The two are working together well, but their best chance is probably going to be with Beast, with Owen with that penalty. And again, with the Drivers' Championship as well, if they want to work together, Owen and Beast, relatives of course they're going to get along very well. That is going to be their best chance for the Drivers' Championship as well.
JMC is only 7 seconds behind them. By staying out as long as they have, they've hemorrhaged time over these last few laps. They've really hemorrhaged time.
Borger's going to come out behind QWERTY at the moment if he pits now, I believe.
Yeah, it's these guys going long. They got to be going to the rain because they've just thrown a race anything away. The undercut has worked an absolute treat. Right, you know what we've got to do then? We've got to get the old notebooks out and put that down for our weekends.
Yeah.
Undercut is the way.
I need it for Monday as well, because we've got an SLRT
you're
race
racing
as well.
Monday as well.
Yep, at Kota.
Big boy races.
It's the finale as well, so we're in the team's title fight, so we're going to very much get our red downs for that. But we're in for Division 2 this evening, not SLRT. And UK Beast Assassin, P3 man in the championship, is hoping to get P2 in this race. But Skeefy, man who was fighting for the race leader, has already caught up to him. I've only just clocked. He's only just caught up to him now, which is absolutely nuts.
I told you, this 4 lap our tyres and he's on the back of these guys already. But then the guys they were fighting, active JMC, is 5.6 seconds behind after 5 laps. Just staying out is a death sentence here.
It's going to be a huge ask for them to catch up when they got on if they go on fresh tyres, because as you said, the rain is going to come very, very soon. Surely it should have been worth just pitting, but again, hindsight's a lovely thing. But when you're in the driving seat, it's very hard to make those kind of calls.
Absolutely. Well, of course, let's not forget the rain was only a 72% chance at 45 minutes. So somewhere between half an hour and 45 minutes. Again, we've had no safety cars, so we've gone pretty much straight on through here. This has probably been what 28, 29-minute race so far.
Far off. Marsh makes his way past Saki's Beast. Lovely little battle that was
Oh,
in the middle sector.
That's it's relatively clean because Beast gave you the room. Fifi now splits the two houses. Scar's gonna be watching this time surely of Skeefy being what 8.8 seconds. I'm thinking, why have I done this? What have I done?
Potentially thrown away the race here for Scarborg. And meanwhile, Estar Liam's in the fight for P11. I don't expect anything fucking less there.
I mean, again, Garita.
Raining.
It was raining, is it?
Yeah, I can see it on the halo. The rain is coming down, so maybe that gamble to stay out might work for Scarborger. Meanwhile, Skeefy is back up to where he was before the pit stops, into P2. It's going to be critical how quick he can close in on Scarborger here. Scar on 21, what about 18 lap old hards at the moment compared to Skeefy's 5. We're going to get their lap times on the screen very, very quickly from the previous lap. So far, it was a 39.6 from Scarborg on the previous lap, 38.0, 1.6 seconds a lap quicker. If he can keep that pace up, he's going to be on in no time, Moley.
I was about to say, and when I last raced Kota in the rain, it was a lap or so, and it was wet. So when it comes in here, it usually comes in pretty darn quick. So, I mean, Skeefy does have a chance here to get right onto the back of Scar as he pits. But it's mental now. If everybody dives into the pits, it's going to be, what, a fight, a top 4 fight for the win. And you can say pretty much everybody in the top 8 has a chance at the podium.
Hayes and QWERTY down into turn 1. Hayes gone for the soft compound tire. She's going to be very quick, but QWERTY's had to go off the road though. And Hayes is going to hold on for the position a little while longer now. Marsh is into the pit lane. Is he going to go for the intermediates? We'll go on board with the AlphaTauri. I'm intrigued to see whether he's going to go for it early. He is getting wetter in that pit lane. Watching the rain drop on the lens now. And he is going to go for the intermediate tyres. So we're going to keep an eye on Marsh's Delta.
Too early. Looking at the Delta of Skeefy's only 2 tenths down in the first sector to his last lap. It's not taking the big chunks just yet. Yeah, Owen's pretty much matched his previous first sector. Beast has bettered his last first sector.
Too early then, as you said. Hayes is closed up once again to active JMC now. She's going to go for a move. It's going to be a big send around the outside for Hayes. She's got so much grip on those soft tyres on this greasy track. And has she got the move done? With the inside line on the Alfa Romeo now. Both of them getting their elbows out. Neither of them wanting to see the position. But in the end, JMC is going to have to see the position because Hayes is up into 6th place.
Yeah, good overtake. Good use of those soft tyres.
Race leader's in. Scar is into the pit lane. Is that going to be for the intermediate tyre? Is it too early? His tyres are gone.
If he pits now onto dry, yeah, it's onto the inters. That's either going to make it's ballsy, to say the least.
He's either nailed it or he's just thrown away the race. For Scarborg had to pit eventually to get off those tyres.
Well, amazing he got 20 laps out of the hards, but they are old concrete blocks, so yeah. So we go back to looking at times quick. Skeefy, a 39.9. Okay, it's be a lap or so away from changing crossover. If Skeefy's lost 2 seconds on his between 2 laps, but he's not going to do perfect wrong. Everybody out, yeah, everybody's losing at least a second towards 2 seconds.
This car's losing time, looking at the delta between him and Skeefy at the moment, and it's only dropping and dropping as it stands. 14.4 seconds is the gap between Scarborg and the leader.
Skeefy was 5 tenths down on the first sector. It's definitely not there yet, but it's getting close. I think Scar, I think, won a lap too early, but as you said, he probably had to go early because his tyres just had nothing in them.
You say that, it's closing up now, 13.5 seconds. He's getting a second now on Skeefy. I think Scarborger has potentially absolutely nailed it here. Legend has made his way past Godzilla now. You can see the rain getting damper and damper out there, covering up the screen even more.
Box. Anybody listening, box? Get in.
Skiffy stays out for another lap. That could be his chance of a race victory.
Both Hasses
Owen stays out. B stayed out. Hayes
One of the
stayed out.
Hasses
Everyone
should've gone.
stayed out.
One of the Hasses should have gone. Does nobody fucking listen to us? Box, you twats.
We're just the commentators. We know nothing.
We know nothing. Absolutely not. Two useless twats.
Yeah. Two useless twats who talk about fucking power tools.
I knew that was coming. Skeefy was the 42.3 last lap. He's lost 3 seconds. He's lost 5 seconds in 2 laps. That's, to me, that is crossover right there. Get in the bits. Put your
LSW legend. This could be first points of the season. Unless he's absolutely twatted someone and we haven't seen it.
Come on, boy. Get your points.
He's onto the intermediate tyre. SLR Liam is into the pit lane and he is. Yeah, he's strapped the softs on.
Ah.
Oh dear. Poor Liam.
That's a very Red Bull thing. I am heartbroken. Confused.
I reckon he's done that so he doesn't get P11.
I was about to say, he'd rather take P17 than make you happy.
Yeah. To be fair, you're not wrong. Bless him. He's had a tough race, so.
So much for him being confident for this race and able to come and challenge it.
Oh,
Carito is now chewing into these guys.
Carito's got so much more grip. The two Hasses, of course, they have stayed out. They are yet to pit. Yeah, sorry. I forgot. Hayes.
Not forget.
Owen's into the pit lane now. Skeefy has stayed out another lap, I've just noticed. What the fuck is he doing? Both Hasses are into the pit lane. Oh my god! They go side by side into the pit lane. Oh! Oh my goodness me. That was insane.
The Skeefy's last lap was a 44.3.
Is it below 10
Where's
seconds?
Scar? Scar did a 42.9. Yeah. It's Inters. Those of you still on the dry tyres, you are fucking idiots. And have shot yourself in the foot. Liam, you are the worst for changing to a fresh set of softs.
I tell you what, he's actually about to make an overtake, Molly.
It's a marsh, though. I mean, that's not much of an overtake, is it?
Whoa! What's all that about? He's going to make
Talk about racing into the pit lanes. King Cod and Kislesko racing out of the pit lane.
Well, all the gaps have opened up now. I'm not a fan of this. We want them back. Oh well. It was good while it lasted. Scarborger's time at the front was good while it lasted as well because, he's down in P4 at the moment, but looking at the tyre graphic on the left-hand side, top 3 are still going to need to pit for the intermediate tyre, and even if they don't, I'll be more than shocked if Scarborger doesn't overtake them with about 5 laps to go.
He'll have them in 2 laps. If they don't pit, he'll have them in the next 2 laps. Skeefy's gone again. Skeefy knows that he's got to hope it's a sudden shower that passes and he can hold on. Well, they're saying that. Skeefy obviously has a big gap to Owen behind, so P2 is a very real possibility.
I tell you what, that gap has opened up again to 11 seconds. So I don't know if Skeefy has just got the hammer down a bit there, but it's opening up again. So he's found, I don't know, a second wind or something in those hard tyres, or they've all of a sudden just grown some grooves and we can't see them. But the gap has opened up again.
No, he's still losing time. His last lap was a 46.1 compared to the 44.3 of the previous lap. I guess Owen just had a minute or 2 to warm his up.
I think at the moment he's doing enough. As long as he doesn't lose over 2 seconds a lap, he might actually still win this race.
Impressive if he does. One of the better things I've seen for a while if he does.
You've hit the nail on the coffin there. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'd generally be starstruck if he can hold on to this race win. Scarborger, I don't know if he had a snap there out the exit or not. 10.5 seconds is the gap now. This is going to be an interesting battle to watch to the end of this race. And you are watching that gap drop, not as quick as I expected it to, and probably not as quick as Scarborger expects it to at the moment. Because for some reason he's keeping his DRS on through the exit of the corners, and I'm not quite sure why, and he's probably going to be complaining. But we're going to cross the line with 4 laps to go, and the gap to the lead is 9.5 seconds. We'll see what the lap times are. Modi, you get your lap times on board, and we'll see how much quicker he was on the previous lap.
Down to the Sky pad we get. The SLR pad, sorry. Got to get that Brandon in there. So Skeefy was a 148.3. And Mr. Scar, come on, cross the line, you fucker. A 46.7.
He ain't doing enough at the moment.
4 seconds.
And what makes it even worse is he's got QWERTY ahead of him, and QWERTY's not making it easy. I said earlier how kind of easy it is to overtake at this circuit down the straights, but through the corners, when you've got a slow car ahead of you like QWERTY is at the moment, Scarborger just can't get past, and it's just going to lose him even more time. And I think maybe it's just sunk in now that what was a fairly easy win for Scarborger is going to be one that's going to be very challenging now to the end of this race.
Absolutely, yeah. He did the right thing with waiting for the rain, but inadvertently he's backed himself into a corner. Oh,
DRS is now finally
DRS.
disabled. But
So that's
the gap
going to make things even harder for Scar here.
He's using his battery down the back straight. He needs to make the move now if he wants any chance of winning this race, because we're closing in on the end of this race now. Skeefy is still leading this race on the hard tyre. Scar has got the move done on QWERTY at last. He's now got some clear air to try and close. You can see him flying already, nearly a second clear. And you're going to watch that gap to Hayes drop like a fly on this lap. 5.3. We'll get the gap to the lead on screen. 8 seconds now. Look at him. As soon as he's in clear air, that's all he needs to close in. And I've got a feeling the move on Hayes is going to be a lot easier than it was on QWERTY.
I was about to say, you just said it right, that Hayes, I think, is just going to go to the left, go through. At least you'd hope so. You'd hope the teammates aren't going to squabble. You'd hope that she's got enough common sense about her to know he's got a chance at the win.
We've got 3 laps to go, Moley. The gap, 6.6 seconds. He needs to gain around 2.2 seconds a lap and get the overtake done. It is going to be a huge ask for Scarborger to do that, but he's well more than capable to do it.
So Skeefy did a 50.7 last lap, and Scar was a 47.9 with a warning, which was quite a clear one. That's his first warning of the race, and Skeefy is on none. But Scar needs to make sure he doesn't push too hard here.
Hayes, I think that's the second penalty of the. I know it is the first penalty of the race. Sorry, Owen now. He's in a great place. I tell you what, he's in a good place to try and take a podium if he can close up to Hayes. Gap is around 6 seconds, so about the same pace as well. Owen could a good recovery, to be fair, after that mistake we saw from him earlier. Could still take a podium in this race.
Absolutely. Yeah.
4 seconds.
If only one of the two Hasses went in a lap earlier, you could see both of them up there.
Potentially, yeah, it's cost them with that. It's seen Beast drop down to 8th, which has thrown his chances as a podium away, and what could have been a reduction in the championship lead potentially to try and close up to to Carito, as Scar is let through by his teammate. And with 2 laps to go, you have seen that gap drop to 2 seconds. Maxwell has put in the chat, it should be an easy one for Maxwell. Easy one for Maxwell? What am I on about? Easy one for Scar. As we now start the penultimate lap of the race, Smoley, I think it is now sunk in for Skeefy that he's not going to win this race, unfortunately.
I mean, the question was, could Skeefy get a podium? With the way that Owen and Carito are coming through, potentially not. But they're saying that Carito must have had an off or something, because he's lost Owen.
Owen has just got Hayes as well. Owen up to Peter. I tell you what, Sam's just made a valid point as well. Owen is probably the quickest one of these cars at the moment. He is absolutely flying. If he didn't have that 3-second penalty, I'd put Owen in for the race victory at the moment. Because look how close he is. He's literally on the back of them.
Scar's got to get past Skeefy. Any minor contact between these two, and Owen's going to walk to it. If Owen can arrive at the right point here, he could potentially get ahead of both of them. Oh no, Scar's gone. Go out that, cancel that.
Owen is through though, and Skifi's valiant effort is unfortunately going to come to a close. I have respect for trying it, but it is not going to work unfortunately for Skifi.
I mean, even if he holds on to P3, it's a brilliant effort.
Tell you what, Carito as well, a mega recovery after we saw him down in last at one point on the opening lap. He's on for a podium potentially now. But just under a lap and a half to go now. As Maxwell says, Scar probably lost 1 to 2 seconds of the S's. Yeah, I think you got that spot on to there. As Jesse Blades, but he's on for his 2-3 with his prediction. Indeed he is. Carito is through. Hayes is losing positions very quickly here. Contact as Carito's round! He's a contact with JMC! I can't believe it!
Da da da! The damage.
Well, this race has changed for the Haas team now because Beast looked like he was going to finish P8, P9. He's now going to go on to maybe finish P4 as Hayes has gone into the wall now as well. Has got damage to that front wing as JMC now slides past Skifi.
Legend is holding on for P10. Come on, Legend. Get your point.
Go on, Legend.
Get your point, boy. Come on.
Final lap of this race now begins. It has gone by in a flash. The rain coming down as well has very much turned this race on its head, but one thing it hasn't turned is the victor of this race. It's going to be at the moment Scarborgo has somehow nailed the strategy and is going to pick up another race victory and an extension in the championship lead over FRL Carito as it stands, but a UK Beast Assassin is going to take that final podium spot at the moment after JMC's penalty. He's got 6 seconds to his name. Scarborgo though, he's got one more sector to go.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Scar's got this everything that do now is stupidity. Oh, Owen is Owen's on the grass. Owen, what are you doing?
Blood is lost, as Sam would say. He's still going to keep P2, but that gap is going to be even bigger than what it was before. Scarborgo though, we did question his strategy a little earlier on in the race, but he has shut us both up and absolutely nailed it. He is going to be on his way for another race victory here in Season 11 of SLRF2. He rounds the 20th and final corner for the 28th and final time to take victory here
Owen needs to do a Barrichello and just put across to the side here quick. Get B's P2.
He's going to cross the line in P2.
He should have pulled over and let Beast get P2 for the championship.
It's going to be a Haas double podium. Owen is back on the podium. It's a Haas double podium. I think I got that right, Owen. A UK Beast Assassin in P3. Active JMC will get P4 in the end, but maybe off to see the Stewart. Skifi will get P5. He'll be very disappointed with that. That gamble, he tried to stay out, thought he could win the race. He will finish 5th. Carito will be 6th after a great recovery. Godzilla in P7.
Legend!
LSW Legend will get his first points of the season. It's 4 points to his name in P8. Hopefully he didn't twat someone early on in the race. Hayes will get P9 in the end. Another one to stay out on those tyres. Kisleska will take the final point. That guy in P11, it's a wrong Red Bull in P11. Zakis Beast in P12. F1AB QWERTY, he also stayed out. P13 for him, unlucky. P14 for SLR Liam, he'd be very disappointed after a lot of confidence coming into this weekend. After Qatar, Commence will be 15th. SLR Marsh will finally cross the line in 16th. And Adrian, who is on the dry tyres and facing the wrong way, will be our final finisher for this evening. Our only DNF, TCP Coutinho, we saw retire in the pit lane with connection issues, unfortunately. We're going to get the top 3 in the party as we carry on. Moley, we saw what was a very intensely close race at the beginning the gaps open up with the rain to be a very close race at the end of as well.
I mean, it would have been closer if we didn't have a fucking idiot in the Haas spinning around on the final corner, but on the final lap, sorry. But yeah, you can't have it all
anyway.
Can't have it all.
Oops. Oh my god.
Oh, so then, in-game driver of the day goes to LSW Legend. Molly, who's your driver of the day going to go to?
My driver of the day. Oh God. Let's see how people finished again, please. I need help. Ah! Um, I'll tell you, I'm going to give it to Carito. We pushed down to the back and then get back up to P6. Could have been more if there wasn't that last lap contact or second to last lap contact. Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Indeed, he does.
Well, might be questioned straight away with the interviews. Actually, it's Beast Fest. I'll let you do Beast. I'll do Owen.
Okie dokie then. Make sure you got your boxes ticked in the bike so you can hear your lovely voices on the live stream. Beast, we'll start with you then. Back on the podium once again. It's a Haas, a double podium, and you close in on Carito anyway for P2 in the championship. Scar, of course, extending it. Talk us through your race this evening and how you got on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think maximise the result, to be honest. Well, I could have maybe got second if Owen was a bit slower, but he's not, so no luck there. But yeah, sort of waited for the rain to come, banking on the Inters being the tyre that we'd need, and it kind of wasn't the right decision because you saw people pit and then get ahead of us, but then we sort of, I guess, lucked out in the wet